Black Oni. Welcome everybody at home on YouTube and on iTunes to episode 12 of the Black Oni podcast.
Hey.
Yeah. We made it to 12 without killing each other. I am your friendly host, JBlaze06. Only sometimes friendly though. I am joined today by three other people. One of these people is your homie D.
Yo, what's up, everybody? I'm tired as fuck.
We got woken up today by some football madness.
Sorry, it's Sunday. It's football, man.
It was Jordan's fault.
I encouraged him a little bit. As soon as I heard that, I had to say something.
Yeah, I was like, bleep, bleep. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I am also joined by Miss Shazone.
Hey.
And I am also joined by, over on the right, I don't know where everyone's going to be positioned.
Man, somewhere over here.
Somewhere over here, I have Soil, a.k.a. Sode.
Hey.
And we have a great fup-episode of the Black Oni podcast today. It's called Grand Theft Oni, because I can.
Wow.
You didn't see that on the title, really?
I was busy reading the content. I didn't read the title.
Well, now you know to read the title.
I know. Knowing is half the battle. Yo, Joe.
Exactly.
All right.
So, we're going to get right into it. We're going to go into the icebreaker. Now, which GTA game was your favorite and why? Counting this one, too. Grand Theft Auto 5.
I'm going to go ahead and say 3 was my favorite.
Okay.
Because I played 3 first, and then I went back and played, 1 and 2, and I was like, oh, wow, no wonder 3 was so good. Legit.
Yeah.
And Vice City, I felt like was like a spiritual successor to 3, but not like actual GTA 4, you know? And I was obviously proven right after that. So yeah, so 3 was dope because that was the first time a tank was called on me and I blew it up with a rocket launcher. Yes. Yes.
That's legit. That's awesome.
Gosh, it's really hard to answer that. I want to say 5, but I'm going to stick with Vice City.
Okay.
I just really like the soundtrack, the 80s vibe to it, and yeah, the characters in the lineup. Tommy Vercetti as Ray Liotta, I mean, couldn't beat that for me.
Well, I didn't realize that was Tommy Vercetti.
Yeah, Ray Liotta. Yeah, they got a bunch of all-star casts just to do all the voice acting and stuff throughout the whole game.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vice City is my favorite too. It's really the only one that I've ever played. I'm getting 5 soon, but I haven't been able to play it yet because I haven't gotten my hands on a copy. But the ones that I have played, Vice City was definitely my favorite.
Yo, bring your boyfriend over. Come play GTA. I'm just saying.
I think he's getting it before I am. I'm just going to steal his copy, so...
I love how everybody's like, yo, I got GTA 5, come over and play. All of a sudden, we're 12 again.
It's like that, though.
It is like
I was
that.
just doing that last night.
Yeah. Yeah, I think me and David, you were talking about that at some point. It's like, yo, when that shit drops, I'm coming over.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy, dude.
It's legit. I'm really happy with the game so far. San Andreas is still my favorite. So far, though. I've only gotten 11 or 12% into 5 so far. And
I can't say anything.
It's fantastic so far. I'm loving everything about it. There's still so many things I'm discovering. You can play golf, you can play tennis, you can you can switch between characters pretty much whenever you want. And it does this zoom out effect and then zoom in, and then you go in missions with each other. And all the characters have really interesting things about them.
Did you pre-order and get the blimp?
I got the blimp, but I don't know how to get it. I don't know where to go.
You got to enter the code. It's in your game. You just take it out, put the redeem code in. And you can just call it on your phone at any time.
On your phone?
Yeah.
All right, that's what I meant by I didn't know how to get it, because I put the code in. I'm like,
the code in? All right.
Sweet, I could get a blimp. And I was like, how do I get the blimp? It doesn't
Any
tell me
character, just pull out your phone, and they'll bring it in for you. You have to drive a ways to get to it, but it's just usually parked in this huge open area. But it's pretty cool. Yeah.
What? That's the thing that I need to do. I need to do that next time I turn it on. That's crazy. San Andreas has had the 90s gangster rap vibe I love so much. When I was in high school when it came out, and I remember I went to my friend's house and he was showing me all the things you can do with it. I was like, I'm already sold. I just want to buy the game. I want to buy it right now. It's so good. I remember the first time I hopped in the car, turned on the radio, and Ain't Nothing But a G Thing came up. And I was like, yes. This is all that matters in life. But that's interesting though. I didn't think as many people would say Vice City. I loved Vice City as well, but
Yeah.
San Andreas was my shit.
I just don't want to cop out and say 5. It just came out,
Yeah.
and I've dumped like 30 or 40 hours into it already, about 50 to 60% of the way through, and it's still awesome.
Nice.
This thing just keeps getting better, and you can't really share anything because you'll ruin like little moments for other people.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it is really, really good though.
I recorded some gameplay. I don't know. I'm probably not going to be able to monetize it because of the whole like licensing shit, and YouTube has been a big pain in the ass lately when it comes to
Yeah,
that.
it has. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah, you've been experiencing it
Yeah,
too.
like I'll monetize my videos and then like every other one will say like, oh, this doesn't follow the copyright rules. I'm like, well, someone else is claiming my video now because of that 8-second little snippet of music. It's like
Right.
the most
Right.
obnoxious thing.
Oh, it's so bad. It's one of the reasons why I'm kind of considering joining one of the networks that contacted me. They were like, yeah, you know, you can have all your videos monetized automatically, but they take a cut out of the money that you get. So it's like,
Yeah.
Ooh. All right.
What have you guys been playing this week? Moving on to the gaming section.
Grand Theft Auto, all week. I just can't stop.
It's good.
So just so everybody knows, I have 648 out of 649 Pokemon.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Holy shit! You're almost there, man.
Yeah. My friend is gonna trade me the last one soon. But so I've been playing a lot of Pokemon recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of proud of myself. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm proud of
Hell yeah,
fucking
man.
hey, man. Shit.
It's been a long way since Red version.
Yeah.
I've been there.
You had to write his
But,
desk too. He's ready for that.
I've been playing Pokemon. I got back into Monster Hunter and Animal Crossing. I was playing some Monster Hunter earlier today. That game's kind of nuts when you like really try to get like to G rank. Like it's ridiculous with the grinding. But save that story for another time. Alright.
Me personally, I've been like looking up some indie games to play. That's when I asked you guys if you knew any. But I'm playing 3 right now: Limbo, Machinarium, and Fez. Yeah, so those have been pretty fun. I'm really into like the indie games and stuff. That's definitely my like genre, like my favorite genre of games. But
I saw one of the videos of you playing Machinarium, and like I think it was your first one. You was trying to figure out like where the head goes and like
it's hard. Like
I was like, holy shit, this is crazy.
Yeah, like for most of my Let's Plays, I'll watch like a someone already most likely made a video of the game already, so I'll watch like their Let's Play before I even start mine, because it's the most obnoxious thing to be sitting there for 5 minutes like, oh, I don't know what to do
Trying
now.
to figure out the basic shit.
Yeah, like I'm trying to like minimize all my cuts and stuff, so I mean I kind of cheat in a way, but I'll do it like probably a week, like I'll watch the videos probably a week before I even start the game, so I'll forget some things which I want to happen, but it'll kind of help me out when I get stuck, so.
Yeah.
But
Makes sense. That's one of the things I really like about Let's Plays, is that like you can kind of see what's going on in the game, and you can decide whether you want to buy it or not, and then
Right. I always like searched the game before, and there's been a few where I don't want to do. I took off the list that I have, but these 3 stood out to me. So.
which one's your favorite so far?
So far, Limbo. That was my favorite. It's just a really beautiful storyline. I finally actually finished it. I haven't gotten all the videos up yet, but I did finish the game.
Nice.
Then it has to be Machinarium, which is also a great one. And Fez is okay. It's more annoying than the other ones because it's all platforms. And I don't know if you've ever seen Fez, but it's like starts as a 2D world, and then as the game progresses, it turns into a 3D world. And it's very hard to explain, but like you switch views around to try to find these blocks.
Yeah.
And it's more of a platform game than anything, so that can get annoying. I fall off a lot, so.
Nice.
Yeah.
Shit happens.
Yeah.
That's great. What have I been playing? I haven't had much time to play lately. It's been really sad, actually.
No.
But I have been playing a little bit of GTA. Like I said, I'm at like I'm at like 11% now. Whenever I get a chance, I try to play it, and I just got a piece of equipment that allows me to strip the HDCP from the PS3, so I don't have to use the composite cable in order to record HD, and then like use a different audio channels. Because when I have my headphones on, everyone's voices comes in really bad, but on the TV it's fine. Then I have to turn the TV like.
Yeah.
I had to do all this shit. So now I got something that should fix all that. I recorded some GTA gameplay. I'm not going to monetize it. I'm not even going to bother trying to because I know YouTube's going to be like, you don't have the right to blah, blah, blah. Like, I had an Outlast video of me playing the game. On their website, they say and explicitly state, we give you explicit permission to put this content on your channel and monetize it. Literally for like a week, I was going back and forth between some YouTube moderator, and YouTube, if you're listening to this, like, I apologize if I sound really pissed off right now, but I was pulling teeth with this person. I don't know who this person is. They were really giving me a hard time. I got in touch with 2 people at Red Barrels for Outlast. I got in touch with 2 of them, and both of them wrote me an email saying I have specific permission, Will Wiggins, to put this content on YouTube and monetize it. And they asked me, YouTube got back to me and asked me to get it in a document. I was like, are you serious?
That's
like,
not good enough?
I just gave you, like, your... Google
You have to hire
YouTube,
a lawyer next.
Like, seriously, I need to get a lawyer now. Like, this is really bad.
They need it signed in blood on a scroll with rice paper.
Seriously. I was like, this is an indie game. Like, and some douchebag company tried to make a claim that there was content on my video that they owned, and there was nothing that they owned on the video. So, like, I'm like getting picked on by all these people, and I don't understand.
It's because you're black.
It's because I'm black. I don't want to say it.
Can't use my race card.
Me neither.
Come on.
God damn it.
Well,
They can't see you over the phone.
Well, they saw me on the fucking videos.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
now, you guys
Well, how
have been
is it,
playing GTA 5. Like, have you guys been a victim to the whole garage bug thing?
I didn't want to talk about it. Yeah, it happened once to me because I found a really nice car, and I put about 50 or 60 grand into it, just souping it up. It was just awesome. Even when you drive it around the city, they all stop and say, "Hey, it's a really nice car."
Yeah,
like, it's just so cool the way the game interacts. But
so many interactions in the game. So
right
much.
after a mission, though, I mean, I got back to my house. I couldn't access the other characters because they were laying low at the time,
yeah.
and every vehicle was gone. My bike was gone. My car was gone. My custom car was gone. Everything.
Yeah, they're like, don't use the garages till we fix it. I'm like, I would have been so pissed if I would put so much money and work into a car.
Where am I supposed to put my cars then?
Just put it down the street.
Be careful when you use them. Be careful when you use them on missions. For now, until they release a patch, the not your character garage, but the garage in the city, because you have 2.
Yeah.
The one at your house and the big one.
Mm-hmm.
The big one seems to hold them so far, but no guarantees.
Well, one of my cars disappeared from the big, like, it was Grove Street Garage or something like that.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, one of them. One of them, though, not all of them. I have like 2 of the same. Well, I had 2 of the same car in there. I had like some BMW looking thing and like a Jaguar. I was like, yeah, I'm a boss right now.
I like how we start talking about GTA like it's real life.
Dude, it's so bad. It is so bad. Like, I got in there and I was like, yeah, this is my car, bitch. Yeah.
It's not just you guys. It's like the entire internet.
Oh, everyone.
GTA, like,
Everyone.
It sucks you in. It's
You
just
get so
something about
attached.
it.
I don't understand it. I don't get
Crazy.
it. Like, the graphics are good, but they're not so good that you forget that you're playing a game. And it's like,
apparently you do.
apparently you do.
When you play tennis for like an hour, or when you try and steal a jet for 2 hours, or when you take a blimp all the way up north. Yeah, you get lost in it.
I spent like 2 hours at the fucking shooting range. 2 fucking hours. No, it was probably a little bit less than that, but I spent a lot of time just like trying to upgrade my character's shooting ability when I could just do that while I'm playing a mission.
Yeah, so that happened. All right. A little bit Skyrim-y then.
It's
Okay.
a little bit
Little bit,
yeah.
Your stamina goes up the more you run, the more you drive, your better driving skills you get.
I've been
I mean,
entering
it goes through
races
everything.
on foot. Like, what?
I think I like this game.
You do like this game. You didn't play it yet, and you like it.
Yeah, I haven't played it yet, but it sounds like I might like it.
It is excellent. I didn't like 4 that much. This one like blew me away immediately. Immediately. I can't wait to go back and play it. This is an endorsement for Grand Theft Auto 5. Pay me. Pay us. Okay. We're finally getting on to the whatever else we were supposed to talk about.
I don't know what was next.
Yeah. So latest/new game releases. So by the time I was writing this, some of this stuff had already released, and some of it will be releasing. So obviously GTA 5 released.
Woo!
Woohoo! I was gonna say GTA 5 again. I just stopped myself. Infinity Blade released, I think, on iOS and Android or whatever.
It's like Infinity Blade 3, right?
Yeah, it's like
yeah.
Super Infinity Blade, like Infinity Blade. The Wonderful 101.
Yes. I heard that game is like punishing difficult.
Really?
Yeah, like there's a giant ass learning curve, and sometimes the commands on the touchpad aren't always as precise as you want them to be.
Oh,
That's annoying.
Yeah.
It looks like an interesting game. It's like Pikmin meets like Beautiful Joe type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like a recipe for success. So far, it's not selling well though.
The Wii U, though.
That's just how Nintendo is. Like, for some reason, it's like, oh, Nintendo isn't selling well, but somehow they're still in the top 3. I don't get it. Like,
It's the
it's
handhelds.
weird. Yeah.
The handhelds
keep them
are
alive.
what's keeping them alive. Because
That-
I'm considering
that Pokemon.
that Pokemon, right?
That Pokemon.
I'm
Damn.
considering, man. I am Black Friday when that comes.
If you don't buy it, we're not gonna be friends.
But
If you don't buy Pokemon, we're not gonna be friends.
but
anymore.
PS4. PS4.
Yeah, that's why I got my 3DS already. Like, come on, whatever, dude.
But
If you don't buy it, we're not gonna be friends. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
all right, I'll buy it.
Yes.
I'll just wait a little while before I decide which version I'll buy, and you know Black Friday's coming soon, so
Let's get both.
I don't make money like that, friend.
Alright, whatever.
It's hard. There's a lot of games to choose from out there right now.
Yeah, there is.
There's only one. It's Pokemon. Every option that you ever thought of, forget about it. Just get Pokemon. And
True.
you'll be
I'm consider
satisfied.
it now too.
Well played, friend. Well
Customize your character now. You can like put your character in hoodies and shit. It's gonna be dope.
Really?
You know? Yeah. There's a sword
Gosh,
Pokemon.
Is that
You know,
Sword
like
Pokemon?
Yeah, sword Pokemon. Yeah, Pokemon number 666. Woo, Satan! Yeah.
This is the thing that's happening.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. All right.
I'm almost embarrassed.
FIFA 14.
That's the other
Yeah.
football.
That's
No
the other
one
football,
said-
yeah.
Absolutely no one.
I hear it's good. It's not football to
It's
me.
not football. It's just football. Football.
Football.
Mech Warrior Online.
That looks sick,
I
not gonna
kind
lie.
of want to play that.
Yeah.
I have PC capabilities now, so I might do it. Right. Shadow Warrior. I want this game real bad.
Yeah, that also looked really sick.
Really, really bad. If you guys haven't checked it out at home, and you guys, go look that shit. No. You know what? I'm going to do you a favor.
Because I haven't heard of this one yet.
It's so good.
Oh, wait. Is this the one where it's first-person view?
Yep.
Is it a remake of a classic?
Yep.
Yeah, I have heard of it. Oh my gosh, I saw this messed up weapon they made for it the other day out there, too.
Oh,
It was
didn't see
modeled after,
a dildo.
gosh, yeah. After the one from Saints Row.
That was a guess.
No, it's... Dude, I might show you. I'll have to find that
Oh
one.
my god. Be careful if you type in dildo and shadow.
It was on the same website that I linked you earlier.
Oh, okay.
Find a big black dick. What?
It was so random. I was reading about it because it just looked like a cool first-person shooter.
This
Yeah.
does look badass. I'm looking at this website now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so far
It was so funny.
it's so awesome. I saw someone playing it. I think it was on Polaris. There was a Polaris now. I think it was Jesse Cox was playing it, and he was just slicing people up and slicing people in half, taking off arms, and like it was like Kill Bill, man. Like it was everything I wanted in a first-person shooter. Basically, it was all set in like Japan, and like there were demons and shit. Like it's coming to consoles as well, but I don't know if I'm gonna hold out on that until the console releases because I can enjoy it now,
Gosh, it might have been on Reddit.
or
Gosh darn.
I can see it on my big TV on a PS4 and just wait. I don't know. I want it bad.
Okay.
I just want it.
Next.
Pro Evolution Soccer, which is the other football again. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Out of the Shadow.
That game looks okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but apparently the reviews suck.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah, I've been tracking with that one too because I love the Turtles,
Hell
and it
yeah.
looked like a good arcade game you can play together. And so far, it's like getting 2 out of 5s and
Wow. Okay.
5s or 6 out of 10s. It's not looking too great so far.
No bueno.
Yeah,
No bueno.
I might still check it out though.
I mean, if
Yeah.
it goes on sale, fuck, whatever. Yeah.
PlayStation Plus maybe.
Hell yeah, right? Dude, we're
Oh.
getting so much shit for PlayStation Plus soon. We're getting Hotline Miami for free on PS3 and Vita. We're getting... I don't remember what the other ones were. We're getting a lot of other games.
Although I'm finding it's region locked too.
Wait, what?
Apparently, Europe got Assassin's Creed 3 for free.
Yeah,
for
they
PlayStation
did.
Plus, and
Yeah,
then
they
Far
did.
Cry 3 was right after that.
Yeah, they did. I mean, I have
How
both
do you-
the games, so it's not a big deal.
How do you get those games for free?
Because they're fucking awesome.
But like, isn't PlayStation Plus like $14.99 a year or some shit?
Well, it's included in the
50
price.
bucks a year.
It's like $50 a year. It's included in the
Yeah.
price, but the thing is, it's like...
And you can get like fucking top line $60 games for free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm about to get that. I've been sleeping. Oh my god.
Yeah, no, it's insane. Like, I've gotten so many games. Like, I have more games than I have time to play for free from PlayStation Plus.
I hear that.
They do. They hook it up.
It's a good problem to have, but it's still a problem. Alright. Hakuiki? Memories of the Shinsegumi? Hakuiki? Hakoki.
I'm not even gonna pretend like I heard about this game.
I'm not even gonna pretend like I'm pronouncing it right. I'm not.
How cool key.
Hakuiki. Ah, that makes more sense. Alright. We're gonna go Dan's version of that. As opposed to mine. Whoever the fuck that was. So, lots of great stuff coming to you guys in the world of gaming.
Oh, is this one of those dating sim games with like samurai?
What?
What?
There was like another. Oh yeah, it is. It's a fucking. Oh god. Oh, please pass. No, no. That game is for women. That was a terrible thing I said, but whatever. That game is not. It's not something you want to play. You might.
I mean,
Depending
Not
on-
for casual gamers, I guess.
I mean, it's pretty casual.
I don't mean, what is it though?
It's like
I've
a
never heard
dating
of it.
sim game. It's like a dating sim game that takes place in like fucking
Feudal Japan.
the fucking I don't know what I forget what era I'm thinking of, but it doesn't matter. And you know how they're like dating sim games where it's like you're the main character and you have like a bunch of girls around you.
Harem, yeah.
Well, yeah, harem games, yeah. But it's like reverse. It's like instead of girls, it's like dudes. Yeah.
I mean, it's a thing for people who are into guys, so internet. There you go.
Yeah, I might check it out.
Yeah, there you go, right?
All right. Woo.
Woo.
Thank you.
Summarizing guys, you can't go wrong.
It's me. All right. Yeah. You added an extra I in there. Well, that's why I
Oh,
didn't pronounce it right.
I don't know.
Blue Eyes White Dragon. Sorry.
It's totally fine. And so now we are going to move on to the gaming news. That's my like transition. I don't know. There's going to be proper bumpers at some point. That's just what I got. That's all I got. So Sony unveils PlayStation Vita TV. It's pretty fucking awesome,
I'm excited. It's only $100.
dude. Right?
Not bad.
I'm really torn now. Like, do I get that or do I get a Vita, like a proper
And
Vita?
I heard that Sony's saying that it's gonna support like 1,300 games to start.
Jeez.
So, oh, and again, only for $100. Hell yeah!
Right? Shit. I'm like, there's a bunch of Vita games that I like I said, I really want to play a bunch of Vita games. And
Yeah.
like I don't travel that much. like when I travel, I don't usually take a gaming system with me. I have my phone, or I'll have like my sketchbook or something.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like. I mean, I know Dan uses his 3DS a lot. Like when he comes over, or like when we're hanging out, he has it with him, so he always has it to play. So
Street Pass, son.
Yeah.
Get that Street Pass up.
Yo, I was at a Chris Hardwick comedy show yesterday, and he whipped out a 3DS and was like, "Let me see if someone else in here has a 3DS," and like someone did, and he did a Street Pass, and he was like laying on the floor, like playing with it and shit. I was like, "This is the best thing that ever happened to me."
Street Pass is important now. It's a thing. Get used to it.
It's totally a thing. He whipped it out, and he was like, "I forgot I had this in my pocket. I'm gonna play with it. Animal Crossing and shit."
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
To see other people's houses and shit, order furniture. It's crazy.
It was pretty
Wait till
amazing.
Pokemon comes out.
He got on. He was like, "Is there a black man with a top hat in here?" And then some guy goes, "Indian." He's like, "Oh, that was incredibly racist of me, especially considering the name is Shihad."
Oh,
I was like,
nice one.
"This is the best thing ever." Chris Hardwick, we love you. Come on our podcast. Do it.
I don't even know who that is.
Chris Hardwick? You serious?
I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
I don't
who
pay
that is.
attention to anything.
Nerdist podcast. He was on G4. He was on Web Soup.
You watch all the game things I don't watch.
The Walking Dead. He's the host for The Talking Dead.
I didn't.
That guy. Yes.
I don't even watch The Walking Dead.
What kind of person are you? What are you doing on this podcast?
Definitely, this is the issue that we had the first time I was on this podcast. I was like, I don't feel like I have enough content to add to the show. You're like, nah, you'll be fine. And now look at it, coming back and slapping us both in the face. All right, progress.
We are progressive on the Black Only podcast.
Moving along. Well, one thing about the PS Vita TV though, like, what's the point of having the Vita be a handheld system if we're gonna fucking play the games on TV?
Different games are being developed for the Vita.
To be specifically played on TV, why don't you just put them on like a fucking in-home system?
Because they can't?
Unless like Sony is gonna like try to bring back portable TVs that used to be a thing in like the late '90s, then I don't see the point.
Well, I think the idea behind this is for this to be for people who want a Vita because of the games that are being released on Vita, but it can't justify spending the money on something portable if they don't do any portable gaming.
It's more of a push for next gen too. I mean, they're talking PS4, they're talking both systems. Have your Vita with your new console. This is a nice quick jump for them too.
Yeah, because you can stream, like if you have two TVs and you have the Vita TV connected to one TV and you have the PS4 connected to another one, you can stream your PS4 gameplay to that other TV without moving the PS4 over or like hassling with any of the HDMI crap. It's pretty boss. And it has it has Netflix integration, it has Hulu, like basically the Apple TV. This is going to kill the Apple TV.
Oh, the fucking 3DS just got Netflix. Crazy.
Nice.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I don't get it. Like, portable gaming isn't like the hardest thing to do. You could like go for a jog with your like Vita and then just like, oh, I need a break, sit down and play games in the park, and then just jog back home. Like, it's not that difficult.
No, it's not difficult at all. It's just it costs more to go portable.
But if you get the Vita and then get the Vita TV,
You don't need to get both.
you're still spending like that kind of money.
You don't need to get both.
Wait, is the Vita TV just like a system that plays Vita games?
Yeah.
Oh.
It plays Vita and PSP games, and it will stream PS3 and PS4 gameplay.
It's like Netflix for games.
Right.
Shit will make damn sense to
It's a Vita without it being
God
portable
damn
for
sense.
$100. I don't know. I want it. I want it.
I'm kind of with Dan. I really don't care. But
Yeah.
I don't really do portable gaming much at all. I'm usually in front of my TV playing something.
Yeah. And that's why the Vita appeals to me, because I really want Muramasa, but that's not on PS3 or PS4, but it is on Vita, so I can play it on there.
Muramasa's on the Wii.
But I don't have a Wii.
If you had a Wii, you could have played Muramasa.
But that's it. That's all I would have played.
And that's, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not buying a Wii for that.
Whatever, dude.
There's a whole bunch of other games that are coming out for it. All right, I don't hear shit. And if you don't have a PS3, for example, and there's a bunch of games that are cross-platform, like Dragon's Crown, for example, you don't have to buy a PS3 to play Dragon's Crown. You can just get a PS Vita TV.
Tokyo Jungle was the only cross-platform game I had on PS3.
You liked that game, didn't you?
That game was dope, yeah.
Yeah.
I did like it. And it wasn't, like, dope enough to make it to, like, the leaderboards, though.
Oh, sad story.
I always came in, like, fucking 300,000th place or some shit. Anyway.
D4 has been revealed as an Xbox One exclusive, and it's kind of like a point-and-click adventure type
Weird.
of thing. Yeah, it's very strange.
It's very strange.
But people are digging it so far, so, you know, yay for Xbox One fans, you know. You've got something to look forward to.
You got two now.
Yeah, Titanfall and D4.
Yeah, Titanfall, D4, hooray.
Oh, no kidding. Hey, Final Fantasy X is coming out on Vita. I was just looking up some of the new upcoming games for that.
Yeah.
And that happens to be the HD, Oddworld, Tearaway, Dungeon Defenders, Flower, Wake Up Club. That's just a couple of them, but and Madagascar 3. But I'm excited about the Final Fantasy one.
Dude, that's awesome. Because you don't have a PS3, do you?
No.
So this is another nice way for you to be able to get some Sony love in there.
I really gotta start up on my Xbox again. Like I haven't touched that in months. It's collecting dust. But now I'm considering like with the Xbox One. But I'm wondering if it'll be worth it. If I should just keep my 360, considering I already have a bunch of games for it.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to buy all these new games for X. Well, do you know if the Xbox One is gonna like? Are you gonna be able to play your 360 games on that one, or is it just
Last I heard, it was they might see it at some point. That's
yeah,
the way.
But not right away.
There's been no official announcement that they would have it, but they said right now there is no support for 360 games. So
yeah, okay. So
it kind
yeah,
of
I'll have
make
to
sense for the
decide.
360 because it's not so much of a different architecture for them to just be able to have the ability to do it. But
Right. I guess it's like a marketing thing. Like, oh, you bought all our old games. Well, here's a new system. You can't play jack shit on this unless you buy all our other games. So it's like, all right. Yeah.
all right, Legend of Heroes is a thing as well. It got announced at I think it got announced at TGS.
What is that? What is that?
Legend of Heroes?
Yeah, Legend of Heroes.
I will link you so that you have the link.
Google search!
Or you will Google search that shit.
It's a tactical game?
Mm-hmm.
Sick. I'm about that life. I also have Fire Emblem Awakening. I think I mentioned that on another podcast, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For some reason, I had this really strange dream that I was playing, like, Age of Empires, but, like, a newer version of it. And, like, I kept deploying my troops before I was ready to actually deploy them. So I didn't have anything built. Like, it was just a mess. Like, it kept happening. Like, I would get out of that part of the dream, and then it would happen again.
You should play Civilization 5 and see if that happens in real life. Guarantee it. Guarantee it will.
There's also Wonderflick Soul Calibur 2 HD Online.
Yeah, I'm about that life.
I kind of am excited. I looked at the gameplay, though. I was like, man, like, the graphics for this are really outdated. But I remember playing this game, and I remember having so much fun playing it. So I think Part 3 for Soul Calibur was still my favorite one.
Yeah, Part 3 was the best. It had the most characters, the most in-depth customization system, the best story mode, and a version of Nightmare we never saw before. Night Terror with wings that you couldn't knock out of a ring, which was dope.
Yep.
Jizz, Max.
That game was brilliant. I played it so much. And then 4 came out. I was like, alright, this is cool. And then 5 came out, and I was like, man, I wish this was Part 3.
Basically, yeah.
Basically, me and Dan played it a lot. We played it.
Play it all the time.
Yeah, and then I complained to you all the time. I was like, man, I wish it was more like this. He was like, nah, man, fuck that. They did this and that and the third. I was like, man, I wish it was more like this. I wish you didn't have to press forward R2 to do your deflect move now. I was like, nah, man, they did that for strategical reasons. I was like, no, fuck that. It's stupid. It's stupid. I got really upset. Like, they just changed shit just to change it, not because it improved on anything, just because.
Well, what happened was like 4 was supposed to be the last Soul Calibur game.
Yeah.
But they saw like the fan community was still around for it, so then they made 5. Like 5 was basically like a rush job to keep the game alive.
Yeah. It really was.
That's what I feel like.
I agree.
But at least they're gonna make some more Soul Calibur games, so you can't really be mad at that.
Yeah. I mean, you still have the old ones to play, but you didn't have Part 3 wasn't online, so that's why I'm kind of butthurt over that. If I could play that online, I'd be a really happy person.
Whatever. Those are games you invite people over for.
Yeah, I would rather invite you over to play that, but I would also like to be able to go online and you know, get my ass whooped every once in a while if I wanted to.
Whoop that ass. Soul Calibur 3.
Yeah. Alright. Metal Gear Solid 5 had some more stuff being released to the public. I'm sure you guys know I'm beyond excited about that.
LOL.
Yeah.
Beyond excited.
Instant jizz, you know, whatever.
It's a fucking understatement, beyond excited. This dude was already excited, went back in time to tell us that he was beyond excited so that he could be more excited when he got to the present timeline. Crazy.
The voice is not bothering you yet, Will.
Oh,
You're
it's
still okay
bothering
with
the fuck out of me.
That's the first thing I noticed. It's just like, no.
It bothers me to the point where I raged a little bit when I was like, argh! And then I got over it because I want to play the game. I'm like, I can't justify for Hideo Kojima this decision to do that. Like, I just had a discussion with one of my other friends about this, and I'm still mad. Like, he was talking to someone, he was like, yeah, man, he's like, did you know my friend made a video about this? He's like, was it that black guy who was, like, yelling on the camera and, like, saying the fuck word a lot? He's like, yeah. I was like, I have reached my targeted demographic. Mission completed. I have defeated Metal Gear.
That's a great achievement.
It is. It really is. I feel pretty good about that.
Shit.
Yeah. Like, it was just casually just thrown in there. Was his name J Blaze 06? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. That's my friend. Yeah.
After that one. Good shit.
Yeah, we're gonna move on because I could talk about that all day. Valve announces 3 big things. At the time of writing the podcast, writing the agenda, the third thing that hadn't been announced. So we'll touch on that. So the Steam operating.
That's totally me.
Say that again.
My Netflix started playing in the background. It was American Dad. Sorry.
That's so there's a Steam OS.
Yep.
There's the Steam Machine, and then there's a Steam controller.
I gotta stick up for all the fans out there and say that's not what they wanted to hear, though.
No.
There was been one thing that everyone's been waiting to hear, and we still haven't heard it.
Yep.
Half-Life 2.5. Woo!
We need a Half-Life. Never happening
here. We need a new Half-Life. This is ridiculous.
Like, that's cool. Been, like, what, 10 years?
I'm losing track. Has it been a decade? Really?
Almost a decade. I remember the Orange Box came out in like 2007 or 2006.
Wait, when did the last legit Kingdom Hearts game come out, though?
2004, I think. Either 2004 or 2006. I don't remember. We talked about this at some point, but it was one of those days, one of those years. So it has been an extremely long time since any Half-Life content came our way. Like, we got like an expansion for Half-Life 2, but that wasn't Half-Life 3. So Valve has been putting all these resources and energy into making a new operating system and a new controller and a new machine. There's no word on Half-Life.
I just wanted to see it.
I don't understand.
It's like they're teasing us.
I don't understand. There's so many opportunities to just do this, and they're just not. And I don't understand.
I don't understand it either.
What do you guys think of the controller?
I think it's the spawn of the devil. It looks really interesting. Noting that like each point on the circle pads can also act like a button. Mm-hmm. So that was kind of cool. But like at the same time, I'm still used to the traditional button setups on controllers.
Yeah.
Like it kind of fucks with my brain a little bit.
A little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
It kind of scares me. Not gonna lie. I mean, I don't like. It's not even like the part that juts out that like usually that you hold on to like for these parts of your hand, like they're going the other way now. So they're like,
really?
I'm gonna show you a picture of this shit. It is the most bizarre thing I've ever seen in my life.
It's a fucking topsy-turvy PS3 controller.
Yeah, it's a backwards controller. It's a backwards PS3 controller. That's what it looks like.
Weird.
Yeah, I feel like if you go from playing one console to playing with that controller, you're gonna be like, what the fuck? Like, I don't even know how to use this thing. You know?
What is this shit? Like every time I see those memes, it's like, the fuck is this shit? This is what I'm thinking. It's
feel, bro.
It's so bizarre.
So awkward.
But like, I'm not gonna hold judgment until I actually get my hands on the controller.
You gotta try it, and play it, you know.
But I can't even imagine that being comfortable for extended periods of time. Like, the grips don't even go the right way. Like, what the fuck?
I'm thinking like 10 or 15 hours in the Skyrim. Would that still feel right? You know?
That's
you got a point.
Yeah, what is
I just thought about playing Skyrim with that. That would be really kind of weird.
Yeah,
that'd be weird.
Yeah, that'd be straight up strange.
But the operating system sounds promising. If it's, you know, it's something. First of all, I don't need to be giving any more money to Microsoft because I don't.
Agreed.
I don't like their stuff enough to keep giving them money. But this operating system seems optimized and dedicated for gaming, which means developers will have access to the resources on the computer that they want to have access to. Like, one of the things developers have complained about with Windows 8 is that they have to go through other hoops and obstacles to gain access to parts of the memory and parts of, you know, the RAM and like the graphics card. Like, it's not just a straight shot to the resources anymore. It's like you have to code around the way the operating system works.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking stupid. So I really hope this goes well for them. I mean, this is really weird that they unveiled this way because it's very it's just bizarre that they waited 2 days in between each announcement to announce things, and none of them were Half-Life 3 or another Left 4 Dead game,
which also would have been great.
Which would have appeased fans. You know, it would have been like they should have did like the Steam Box operating system one day, and with the Steam Box, the operating system, and the controller, right? And then like another day, Half-Life 3 blowout information, and then icing on a cake, Left 4 Dead. Just a tease, even just a tease or something.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
No, they didn't do any of that.
Maybe they're not ready. I'll hold judgment until something eventually happens, but I'll probably die before that happens. So.
Come on, give it another year. Give it another year or two for at least something. At least no Left 4 Dead.
Yeah.
No, they basically said in some article that like Half-Life 3 is pretty much paused indefinitely. Like no one is working on it.
We can still hope.
There's no hope. Like just give up now.
I'm not gonna stop hoping. I will never give up.
Yeah, dude. No.
It's
not going down.
Whatever.
But yeah, no, Steam Machine. That was cool, right? Yeah.
I mean, there's going to be variations of the Steam Machine, so it's essentially going to be a PC that you dedicate to having in your living room. That's basically the idea.
Which was also fucking stupid to me because I could always just hook up my PC to my like fucking television and play my fucking Steam games on that. Like, I said fucking a lot, but yeah, it didn't like I don't get this like move to like the fucking television. Like, that's been like what we've been playing on for like the last 15 years or some shit, you know? Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, they just want everybody to be on their couch now. It's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I think the thing I'm excited about is the operating system. If they can pull that off and make it feel like a different experience, then I might be behind this. But at the same time, now I'm gaming on PC now, so it's like I don't really have as much of a reason to do it.
Yeah.
So
the only thing that's gonna feel different, if you ask me, is like the way that your thumbs operate on the new controller, and like that's it. Other than that, like you're still gonna be sitting down in front of a television playing a video game. Like, oh shit!
Shit's about to get real.
Oh man, I used to have to play this on my fucking LCD computer monitor. Now I'm playing it on my LCD TV. A whole 15 more inches. I'm sorry. dick. But for real, like, makes no sense, dude. I think they just make more money on the hardware, like, or that's like what they want to do. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's going to be open. It's going to be upgradable. So I'm thinking the only way this will make complete sense to me is if the cost of entry for these computers, for these Steam machines, are very low and the specs are reasonably high. So if we have a high spec machine for a low cost, it would trump the idea of having to buy a new PC to do gaming, and you can still upgrade it. So I'm hoping it'll be the in-between between console and PC gaming. It'll be kind of the hybrid of those two things. 'Cause it'll function and be set up to work like a console. But
Oh, like Nintendo?
what? You can't.
No. Making a bad
Hopefully
joke.
not.
Oh,
In
like
between console and PC gaming, that's Nintendo.
no.
It's like their own specific product on a console, but you'll never see on anything else. That's the in between.
Right.
It is. I'm not saying. Anyway,
That's true.
You're right. You're right.
Nintendo hasn't done it well on that front. They've done the handheld thing extremely well, but they haven't done it on home consoles well.
No. Someone at EA called what's his name? Shigeru Miyamoto for that too.
Yeah.
Someone basically just said he's fallen asleep on the job.
Stop dicking off at work. Let's see. Now, there's a game called Yakuza Ishin that most likely will not be making its way to the US. I'm extremely sad about this. I really want this game. This is a very heartfelt moment for me because this is basically I made a claim not too long ago that I really want a traditional samurai game. You know, open world samurai game would be awesome as well, with an intricate combat system, great character development, amazing graphics, keeps to the traditional styling, the music, the architecture, the cherry blossom petals.
Hell yeah.
This is a thing. It's a thing that is only in Japan.
Oh.
Is why it's only staying there?
No
They're cooler
reason.
than us, so they get it.
I mean, maybe they don't think it's going to sell in the U.S.
Yeah, because there's not guns in it and explosions.
There are guns in it. There is a
Are
gun
there?
mechanic specifically. Like, there's no word as to whether it's coming to the U.S. or not. But if this was coming to the U.S. and they already knew it was, they would have fucking said something. And I am so upset about this.
You're getting so
Man.
emotional.
This is
You're
like,
so mad.
when was the last good samurai game? Someone tell me. Someone please.
I can't even list one off for you.
Maybe I wanted to say Way of the Samurai, but that kind of sucked too.
It
Samurai Western for PS2 where you can dodge bullets and deflect it with your sword. Sleeper hit.
sounds awesome. I didn't play it.
It was
know
actually
what?
terrible.
The last great samurai game I played was Onimusha 3.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, that's a long time.
That's a long fucking time ago.
3?
3 was my favorite one.
You think 3 is the one with the French dude, right?
Yeah. I mean, my favorite parts were, of course, the parts when you were playing as Samanosuke, because, you know, swords.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and Samanosuke was a fucking boss.
Bouse, like a bouse.
Like a boss. But that was, what was that, like 2004, 2003?
That was a long time ago, son.
Yeah, I'm getting old. We shouldn't have to wait this long for a good samurai game, and it's only going to be released in Japan, which means if I want it, I have to import it, which also means I won't understand anything going on because none of it will be localized.
Oh, shitty.
Yeah, what the fuck,
Wait.
Japan?
It has subtitles.
I don't know if it'll have English subtitles. Like, I would be okay if it has English subtitles. I'll live with it. I'll deal. Like, if I can get through the menu with English and just English subtitles in all Japanese language, I don't care. Like, that is legit. But I don't think that's an option. That's all
Well, tough shit.
they Japan has this really strange thing where they don't release games that will sell in the US and only have them in Japan only. And they wonder why their development studios are so behind when it comes to the rest of the world. It's like, you're not releasing your shit everywhere else. Like, what do you think's going to happen?
Maybe it has something to do with the economy, because another sleeper hit, the Dot Hack series,
Yeah.
published by like CyberConnect. Apparently, they're having like financial trouble. And that's why they haven't been able to release their games worldwide anymore. So maybe it's like, I don't know, all of them over there, they just have no money.
That might be a thing.
Because it takes money to, like, fucking have people sit there and translate a game and release it overseas and shit.
Right.
Sometimes work on different cover art. Whew, it's crazy. I'm getting tired thinking about it. Wow.
Well, I think the thing, I mean, like, for localization, I'm not a developer, so I can't speak on this, but I understand that it takes resources to do anything. It is worthwhile to at least put subtitles in there and at least have English menu system that you can get through and people overseas will be able to understand. It is at least worth that if you know the game is successful in Japan. At least. It doesn't have to have English voice acting. It doesn't have to have... The translation doesn't even have to be that good.
You could even go digital download, too. Make a digital release for other countries.
Right. That is the
cut
best
fees on
way
manufacturing.
to cut some of those costs.
If you need to, I don't know. That sucks, though, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You're really tore up about that.
I am. 'Cause, like, I thought nothing of it at first. I was like, oh, it's another Yakuza game, you know, whatever. I know they're only released in Japan, whatever. For some reason, I decided, you know, I'll look into it and see what's going on. Ancient Jap... Like, I want to go to Japan just so I can experience what it's like to feel that traditional vibe. Like, it's one of the things that influences me the most in my art. And to see that in a game form is just magical. It's almost on the level of Metal Gear. Almost. Anyway, clearly no one else is as upset about it as I am, so we're going to move on. Now, people are up in arms about this whole controversy with Xbox One right now. Xbox One promised 1080p, 60 frames per second across all of their games, or most of their games, if at all. Rise has been confirmed to be running at 900p resolution, which, by the way, I didn't even know was a thing.
Yeah, I didn't either until I read that.
I didn't know you could go halfway between 720 and 1080. And gamers are really upset about it. They're like, oh, Xbox One doesn't... What do you guys think about that?
I'm not even gonna fucking pick up an Xbox One, so I don't give a shit. Yeah.
It's another freaking flip-flop from their side. But at the same time, I mean, it's... Come on. That's nitpicking to the extreme. I'm not really going to care that much, but hey, they did promise it. They said it.
Yeah.
It's another thing they took back.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think gamers would have been as upset if, like, they didn't promise it. They'd be like, you know, whatever, I guess we'll deal with it. But everybody was looking forward to that. So now it's only because, like, they promised it that everybody has to make a big deal out of it. You know, like, if they never said anything, they'd be like, whatever, like, 900, I can deal with that. The second you say a promise, they're like, what the hell is this shit? Like, you don't, you know, max out the HD and shit.
You promised me. You gave me a ring, bitch.
They broke people's heart. That's what the problem was.
Yeah. Yeah, they have a tendency to keep promising shit. Like, people complained about Sony, like, breaking their promises when they started doing that, so I think they learned their lesson from, like, promising stuff too early on. It's like, the whole, like, playing PS3 games on your PS4, like, they made it very clear that this is something we're aiming to do, we're going to do it, it's just a matter of when we don't know when it's going to happen. They could have just been like, on launch, you will be able to play all PS3 games and blah, blah, blah. But they didn't do that.
They did.
They were a little smart about it.
I wonder if they, like, just say it to make it, like, more appealing to gamers, versus if they didn't say it. So I wonder if they, like, promised it knowing they wouldn't keep that promise just to make it more appealing. And it was like, oh, hey, never mind. Like, now that you're going to buy all this, it's not really, you know, 1080.
Well, the average...
Just
that
kidding.
article I sent you earlier, man. Just like that. The one I sent you before we started, with that vice president of Microsoft saying, we're going to have the best lineup of games this fall.
Right.
It's like, great, that's what you're saying and claiming, but that doesn't mean it's necessarily true. You could have the same games as your competitor, except for one or two differences.
Still not gonna have Pokemon. So, yeah.
I love you, Dan.
I love me too. Thank you.
I mean, it's... They're gonna eventually learn not to open their mouths too quickly about stuff like that. I don't know. Maybe they won't. Maybe they're just gonna keep doing it. They they did release a screenshot comparison of when they announced Rise and like what it is now.
Yeah.
And in many ways, like it looked better before, and now like in some ways it didn't though. Like some of the like they softened some of the edges on the newer version.
Yeah.
So some of it's softened a little bit more, but because of that, some of the textures got a little bit muddier.
Yeah.
But then there's also less of that like plasticky gloss on some of the metal. But at the same time, some of that metal did look really cool that way. So I don't know. They did put themselves in a very interesting position by promising they were going to have 1080p, 60 frames per second on all games, running, using the cloud and blah, blah, blah. And I'm sure there was some cloud processing in there that probably prevented the game from working out the way they wanted to. Like, they had to have been. I'm wondering, I don't know. All right. Going on to the next part of the podcast. This is called the Hot Topics. Not like the store, but like a topic that is hot.
LOL.
LOL.
Do you still shop there? I feel like that's like you were 13 to 16 period.
I'm pretty sure it's still a thing.
I occasionally get T-shirts there. You can't find any other.
I go in for the Hello Kitty stuff. That's it.
Aha! The Hello Kitty stuff. We have your soul.
It's tempting.
I see the Hello Kitty in the background.
Just walk past it and I'm like, oh, what's that? I gotta go in there.
Well,
But no, they do have full T-shirts though.
They do. I mean, I haven't been in a Hot Topic in a long time, but I think I was in college and I did pick up a shirt from there. It was like a Wolverine shirt or something like that. I was like, hell yeah, I'm getting this. So it's still a thing. I'd still buy stuff from there.
I bought like one jacket and I had it for like 7 years. Like a leather jacket, pleather jacket.
Still holding up?
No, I threw that shit away a mad long time ago. Yeah, it was great. Anyway, Hot Topics.
Host topics. You guys, if you have something you'd like to add to the fray, please do so.
Does anybody have a Steam account or a Nintendo 3DS and wants to add me?
Yeah.
You can do that. Yeah, right now. On Steam, you can add Buddha. Like that.
Well, you guys.
Is it really spelled that way?
Yeah, or look for Art Nerd Ninja.
I can't believe you actually have this as a thing. Wait, those are both of your Steam names?
Yeah, well, Buddha has 2 H's. B-U-D-D-U-H-H. Buddha. And then, and if you have a 3DS, I'll tell you my friend code.
I don't have a 3DS yet.
Alright, I'm gonna put in my Steam name. Oh, hold on 1 second.
So, I'm an idiot and decided to link my Steam account with my PlayStation account. And it sounds like a great idea at first until you actually make your name. And then it's like, PlayStation PSN _ JBlaze06. Like, what the fuck is that?
That's ugly.
Yeah. I'm writing this down like I don't know how to fucking spell it. So
I'm gonna hang on as long as I can here, Will. I'm closing in here.
Okay, yeah. Don't worry, we're getting to the rest of it. If you need to adios, don't just do what you gotta do. I know football is a priority here.
As long as I can. Blood's pumping now, man.
Say that again?
Blood's pumping. It's like, oh my gosh.
We'll get to the next thing. So, one of my questions to you guys, do mascots matter anymore in gaming?
I want to say it depends on, well, like yes and no, kind of. Like I feel like right now it's all about logos, not so much mascots, like little characters that you could identify with your game.
Yeah.
I feel like mascots are really big for indie games right now, for some reason. Like Fez, that's one, and Brave. Like they always kind of identify with like the main character of the series.
Yeah,
but like titles like Mario, like all you really need now is like fucking Mario in the title, like Super Mario, and then whatever. You don't even need to show a picture of Mario to be like, okay, I'm gonna buy this game. But then like things like how Spyro the Dragon is associated with Skylanders, right?
Yeah.
Like before it used to be a Spyro game and you could identify with Spyro, but Spyro's like in these games, but it's not necessarily about him, it's just like Skylanders, it's that logo shit, and it has all these different characters. So I feel like it's really just about like fucking the logo itself. Like even
Yeah.
goddamn Animal Crossing, it just has like the leaf on it now.
Yeah.
Like it's like a little icon. Like Pokemon just has like the Pokemon letters, things like that.
Right.
I think indie games are really the games that use like the most mascots right now.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I think mascots are like most important when game developers are trying to get their name out there and then trying to like create an identity from themselves. Because like he was saying with Mario, all you need is like the text, and you already know like what it is. As with Fez, not everybody knows what Fez is, but once you see the little guy and you've seen it before, you're like, oh, that's Fez, but you might not know right away just because of the text. So
That's true.
Yeah.
I think we'll have a little bit of both too. I mean, we see like Master Chief and we think, okay, Halo, this is probably going to be cool. Or we see Nathan Drake.
Yeah.
Like if I were to see him coming out in another trailer, I'd be like, oh my gosh. But we also associate that still with Bungie as the guys behind Halo. Or,
Not anymore.
Yeah, not anymore.
Yeah.
Was it 343?
Yeah.
Or Naughty Dog. As soon as we see that logo pop up, we're just like, oh my gosh, I have to check this out. So
Yeah.
I guess it's more company related, but you can still occasionally identify with a particular mascot or another.
If each console maker had their own mascot, I mean, I think we know what the Nintendo mascot is, but who would they be for Sony and Microsoft? Mario for me is clearly for Nintendo.
Oh, what? I'm sorry.
I mean, over the last 10 years, I'd still say Master Chief and Nathan Drake.
Okay.
Wait, what was the question?
So what are the console
For
mascots?
Microsoft, Sony, at least that's what I would
Oh.
say.
Console mascots.
Nintendo has Mario. Like
Yeah.
that is Nintendo's mascot, like hands down.
right, it's hard because some consoles share the same games.
Yeah,
There's
sure.
a game made for both, so you can't say like Call of Duty. It's for the PS, it's for Xbox. That can't be a mascot. So
Right.
it'd have to be one like popular just for this console mascot.
Mm-hmm. Well, I feel like Microsoft's. It has to be Master Chief. That was that.
I gotta go with Master Chief.
Yeah, because
I
like
mean, at
Halo
least-
was the thing that put them on the map.
Yeah.
It really was.
As soon as like that trailer that no one had any idea what it was about until the very end, and everyone saw him, then they start freaking out. He still has that same effect. So I'll give it to him. I'll give him props.
I mean, I guess mascot is just pretty much based on their best-selling game. That's kind of like exclusive to the system.
Right.
Like you could argue, like Nathan Drake would be the mascot of fucking Sony PlayStation,
Right.
and then Master Chief for Xbox because they sell to like those systems. But if Halo was on like every system, then it'd be a different story. Like Xbox basically wouldn't even have a mascot.
Right. Right. It would probably it'd be like Marcus Phoenix from Gears or something like that.
Oh yeah, Gears of War. I forgot.
That kind of, I don't know. I'm not a big Microsoft guy, so it's.
Yeah, I mean, I'm aware of the stuff that goes on in the Microsoft world, but I don't have a Microsoft console anymore.
Yeah.
I think one of the things that I'm hoping Mark Cerny, for example, kind of mentioned is that with Knack, he's hoping to bring a little bit of that mascot feel back to the next generation of consoles. So maybe he'll be he'll be the next mascot for Sony. Maybe. You never know. I mean, before he made a really good point about like mascots in the past were all based on very simple designs because they were working with hardware limitations. So like Crash Bandicoot used to be
I love that game.
yeah, so good.
It's such a good game.
So good. I think it's owned by Activision now, so Naughty Dog can't really touch it anymore. But I think they were the Sony mascot for a while, and then things changed because the graphical capabilities evolved to accommodate more detail, and that kind of made things a little difficult.
Right.
Kratos.
Kratos. I would say
Another
he's
good one.
Probably a pretty good mascot. I did play through the last God of War game. It was spectacular. I loved it. But anyway, moving on to the next topic. Some anonymous game developers are still claiming that the PS4 is around 50% more powerful than the Xbox One, even with the overclocked CPU and all the stuff that some representatives at Microsoft said. Microsoft claims that those claims are inaccurate. What do you guys think?
Microsoft's going to say whatever they want to cover their ass. That's what I think. As soon as I hear them denying it, they're trying to save face. And from the majority of what we've heard, the whole development cycle up till now, it's easier, more user-friendly. People are saying Sony's is the better console to go with, at least upon launch anyway. Over the next few years, it might get better for both sides, but so far Sony's still winning. I think they're just trying to save their ass.
Right. I'm afraid it's going to be, again, one of those marketing things where they're kind of saying something, but they're not going to pull through with it, like the whole 1080p thing. You know, like, who knows? I don't trust those things anymore, you know. But
I hear you. I'm, you know, there are a lot of people who aren't as well informed about gaming that are hearing this stuff. And they're like, oh yeah, no, Xbox One is more powerful than the PlayStation 4. People just, like the casual average person just walking into a store, like, oh, Call of Duty is on Xbox. Doesn't say anything about PS4. I'm going to get an Xbox One. Like, it's on both systems.
You should even assume Call of Duty is going to come to the Wii, though. Like, straight up.
that'd be interesting.
No, my little brother had Call of Duty, like, Black Ops for Wii. It's crazy.
Yeah, I saw a gameplay of that before, and it's very strange. And like you zoom in and that way, and I saw some gameplay footage of it, and I was just like, "This is." I get it. I just don't get why you would get it on the Wii when you have other options.
Everybody just likes to hate Nintendo. I don't know why. You grew up with them.
I don't hate Nintendo. I don't like
I
their
don't hate
consoles.
them.
I think
I don't want to
3DS
play
is
their new
genius.
consoles.
I think the 3DS is genius, but I don't like the home consoles.
Nintendo is the mom that still cleans your face right before school starts.
I'm a grown ass man.
Yeah, she embarrasses you.
She's the one that packs your peanut butter and jelly every day too. Make sure you got your lunch for school.
Why don't you get Gaikai streaming already? Come on. Put your GBA games on your 3DS. Come on, Mom. You're embarrassing me. Yeah. I don't know about this whole like power thing. I don't really get into like the hardware specs of systems. I want to go ahead and assume that the PS4 is going to be more powerful, though. I don't know if it's like by 50%, because that's kind of ridiculous. But like, you know, from like the last generation of systems and the crash rate, you know, PS3 crash rate versus the Ring of Death, I want to say that PS4 is at least going to be more reliable. Well, I'm going to hope that.
Yeah, we hope.
Yeah. So far from what we're hearing, the console runs at a very, very cool rate, so there shouldn't be any overheating. Whether there's other problems involving something else, that's a totally different story, but it shouldn't overheat, which is good.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. I don't know. I think from what I understand with the system architecture, the PS4 is quite a bit more powerful. It has a stronger GPU and its RAM is a lot faster. Whether or not we'll see developers take advantage of that, that's a whole different thing. But I think first-party developers, you're going to see some crazy... Like, it still blows my mind that on 7-year-old hardware, we're getting stuff like God of War and The Last of Us on PS3.
Yeah.
Like, it makes me wonder what developers on PC who have, like, subpar visuals and, like, their gameplay isn't up to snuff, like, what are you guys doing with your time? Like, this is hardware that's only running on, like, 512 megabytes of RAM. Like, what?
Yeah, you make a good point there.
Yeah, it's megabytes of RAM. So I can only imagine, like, we're going to see some really ridiculous stuff, because, again, PC gaming is so there's so many variables when it comes to gaming on PCs, and that's another thing I'm really hoping with the Steam OS is that some of those variables with how system architecture is accessed is a little bit different, so that, you know, developers have an easier time working with that. But what I like about the console is that you have a very dedicated set of hardware where designers and developers can work around that specific set of things. So, you know, we're never going to get games that are fucking Crysis 4 running at optimal performance on the highest end Spectrum PC ever. But I didn't have to spend $4,000 to get that, to get something comparable. So, as far as I know, console gaming is always going to be a thing, or at least, you know, gaming on in that capacity. Because I think we're going to see a lot more game streaming services in the future. But anyway, this is an interesting topic I wanted to get to before the end of our show. What do you guys think of sex scenes in gaming? You know, not many games have incorporated sex scenes or romance scenes very effectively. The Witcher and Mass Effect are two examples of games that I've seen have done it pretty well. I haven't seen The Witcher actual scene, but I heard it was done pretty well. Are they necessary to gaming stories, and do they add anything in terms of value or in terms of story or in terms of any of that stuff?
I feel like it depends completely on the game. I mean, like, going back to, like, Grand Theft Auto. I mean, it's violence. Yeah, it's violence, drugs, and sex. Like, if you took the sex out of it, it wouldn't be Grand Theft Auto anymore. But I feel like some people will make, like, too big of a deal of sex scenes with video games, because, I mean, most of them aren't very revealing. I mean, I'm paying $60 to see nothing when I can see more for free. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
So I feel like people, like, go, like, they take it too far, but I feel like sometimes sex scenes make the characters, they make the game. Without it, it's not the same game.
Absolutely. But yeah, like you said it perfectly. It goes to what kind of game it is. Because in Grand Theft Auto, it's, you know, behind a parking lot in some lot somewhere, and it's pretty effing foul too in the new one too.
Yeah, not only that, it's character development too. Seeing like who they do it with, how many people with. I mean, like, every little aspect about it develops a character, and a lot of the times is part of the story too. If that didn't happen, it wouldn't be the same story. So I feel like it is necessary, but it all depends on the game completely. So.
In Daggerfall, the Elder Scrolls Daggerfall, there was like a code for you to be able to join the prostitution guild. And that was like a class.
That's awesome.
I want to know what their abilities are. Jesus.
Yeah.
Like
This succubus class.
Just pull that one out.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't play a lot of games that have like sex scenes in them.
What if Pokemon had sex scenes in it?
If Pokemon went beyond, oh, your Pokemon had an egg, we don't know how it got there. If it went, well, Ditto transformed into a Nidoqueen so your Nidoking could fuck it. Like, if it did that, then I'd just be like, alright, Pokemon, I think I have to turn you off. And warn everyone.
Yes.
Yeah, dude, like, I don't know. I don't really think sex scenes really make any kind of a game. I agree with Shay, though, and say that, like, it does help, like, in developing characters for a game. As far as Grand Theft Auto goes, like, I could really spend the day, like, with a rocket launcher than, like, killing prostitutes that I just had sex with. Doesn't matter to me.
0 fucks were given on this day.
Yeah, but like I still think it's like kind of interesting because in Fable had like sex scenes in that game, but like the screen just like faded to black when you got clients. And I think, I don't know, that does just as much for the imagination as a completely fleshed out animated sex scene, you know? So that's fine. Like, if anything, like, sex scenes in video games could turn into, like, sex scenes in, like, that movie, like, World Police something with a puppet.
Oh, Team America World Police. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Like, sex scenes like that in video games, and I'm just like, alright, this is just too... And you can't skip it, either. You have to all positions and shit.
Oh, my God. That'd be the best thing ever. My thoughts are, I agree with what you guys say. I think they can add a lot to a game. I think if they're going to be in a game in an actual full scene, they should be done really well. So, Grand Theft Auto, the hot coffee mod, for example. I think the biggest reason they didn't put that in the game was because it just looks so awkward. Like, it just looks so silly and ridiculous. Like,
it's at San Andreas, right?
San Andreas, yeah. So, they put it. It was coded, it was animated, and it was done. But they decided not to have it in the game. But the code was still there for hackers to take out of the game. And so, I think they made a good call on not having that as a part of the actual game, because I guess it added something in a sense that like it brought you literally into the full experience of doing the act, but it wasn't done well enough, and like the animation wasn't smooth enough, and it wasn't it wasn't interesting enough to add anything to it. Whereas God of War, for example, they added it as a part of a mini game, and like they still faded the camera to the side, so you didn't see a lot of that. But there was a lot of boobs in that game, but that helped kind of bring together the idea of what the character was and like what the time he was living in was, and the openness of it. It did add a lot to the game itself. So I think I didn't see the footage for The Witcher. I wanted to experience it when the game came out, but from what I understand, it was done pretty tastefully. It was more of a romantic type of thing where like there was a lot of like I guess caressing.
Eye contact.
And eye contact, right. Eye contact, caressing, and like...
Creepy for a video game.
Right.
He made sure to eat her out first before he started.
I mean, they showed...
He was really considerate that scene. It was crazy.
From what I hear, they showed a lot on the scene. So, like, the character development between the two characters was a very intimate and close one. So... I understand why that makes sense in that context. And like Mass Effect, for example, like they didn't really show anything except for maybe some side boob or some butt. But
I love side boob and butt.
Wow. I'm a fan of both. I'm definitely a fan of both.
I should play that game.
Side boob and butt. That's the game.
No, it's Mass Effect. What are you talking about?
Oh, I thought there was a game called Side Boob and Butt. And I was like, that's a game.
Fucking no. What is this, Octodad?
Oh, I can't wait to play that. I agree with what you guys said, though. I think it has a really good potential to add a lot to the game, and I think any game that does add it and does it in a really interesting way, or like has character development along with that, will do it well.
Okay, the only game, if it ever happened, that would need a sex scene is a Black Dynamite game. You guys familiar with Black Dynamite?
Oh, I know Black Dynamite. I know.
Oh my god,
that'd be awesome.
Interactive sex scene.
That would be awesome.
Would be the only game that would need it. Absolutely need it. Interactive. Yes.
Are they still making new episodes of that?
Huh?
Are they still making new episodes of that?
Make what? I can't hear you.
No, that Skype is probably fucking up a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Are they making new episodes?
Oh, episodes. I don't know. They just came back out with episodes of China, Illinois, so they might still like have episodes of Black Dynamite in the works.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Michael Jai White is the shit.
Yes.
Did you guys know he played in Spawn, the movie that came out in like the 90s?
He was the main character,
Yeah. So awesome. Like I remember, man. First of all, for you guys at home and for you guys, I'm working on a Spawn illustration as one of my next pieces.
I heard. I want to see that.
Yeah, it's gonna be
I really
good.
do.
It's gonna be.
I'm so excited.
It's gonna be so good. But I used to run around the house. Like I saw the movie when I was in Barbados. I used to run around in a sheet. I made a Spawn mask. I used to run around with my sheet, just like jumping off of shit. Like I'm Spawn. I'm Spawn. Like, I was that kid. And we brought back we were supposed to bring the mask back home, but my mom didn't bring it back because it was made out of cardboard, and she was scared it was going to cut my eye or something like that, which was whatever. I was so upset at her. You seriously didn't bring my mask? I was that little kid. Anyway.
Yeah, I did that with underwear, but I was Spider-Man.
You put the underwear over your face and like cut out.
Yeah. You don't need to cut out eyes in it, dude. It's fucking undies. There are two big ass holes there. That's why you're Spider-Man. What's wrong with you? Why would you ruin a perfectly good pair of underwear? Why would you do that?
Were they Spider-Man underwear?
No, they're just white. Whatever, it doesn't matter.
Were you wearing the underwear before you put them on your face?
Next question.
Will we ever see mods on consoles?
I mean, you can pretty much move game saves. So I don't see why not.
Some games
probably figure out a hack. Probably.
Yeah.
Oh wait, like EverQuest, though, right? The new EverQuest. I mean, that's an engineered strategy of the game developers to like have players design levels and shit.
Yeah.
But I mean, if they can go that far, I don't see why they wouldn't allow mod support.
Right. I mean,
I
we do almost have mod support in the form of like user created content and like Little Big Planet and Project Spark and games like that.
Yeah, but like I just hold on, crazy stuff is happening. I just feel like it would take a giant screening process for the mods to go through before we actually see like mod support on games like we love. Like there's a crazy huge mod community for Skyrim.
Yeah.
We all know this.
Yeah.
But like before, but that's on PC and it's like mod at your own risk. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like for consoles, I really feel like it would have to go through like the company to be screened and see if there are any like major bugs that like make it worse, or like see if the like console support it. Or there would first be those requirements, those guidelines, and then if it's approved, then it would get released. And then they probably want to know if like fucking if you pay for the mod, like if there's like money and shit. No, this is a headache, God.
No, but you're right, though. I mean, I'd agree, though. I mean, it's pretty much up to the company. It's going to come down to whether Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo, if they actually want people to have that kind of capability. I personally don't see it ever happening. I think they want to have that control, or give that to their developers or the indie developers. But I don't think they'll ever want to mod consoles. I don't think so.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'm pretty much in agreement here. I mean, I like the idea of being able to add mods. Like there was Unreal Tournament. I think it was 3 that came out for PlayStation 3 that had mod control, but it was only a specific game that had it. So like you can play as Solid Snake or like Master Chief, and you could be holding like your melee weapon could be like a Buster Sword from Final Fantasy VII. Like it was awesome. Like they were like user created vehicles and like maps. Like there was a pretty big community, mod community in there, like different weapons and like different types of ways to play. But I don't know how successful that game was in the end. Like I don't know that many people who actually bought the game. And I think the big reason people didn't buy it was because, like, the biggest reason I was disappointed in it was their story mode was just bullshit. Yeah. It was awful. Like, it was just multiplayer maps with a cutscene in between. And, like, when they showed the game off before, like, they had, like, full levels that you went through. And, like, there were cutscene interactions in between the level that you were doing. And, like, you were going to different locations. You were, like, driving in vehicles. And, like, there was a story mode. And, like, they just dropped all of that. So I don't know. I don't know if we'll, like you guys said, I don't know if we'll ever see another game really supporting like full-on mods the way that game did. Especially because there are tools that the developers have created for a lot of these games for user-generated content. But I would like to see another game take a shot at it and see how it turns out.
Yeah,
I'd be interested. Anyway, I know Davey here is really excited to get his football on today. So we're going to bring the podcast to a close. Does anyone else have anything else to add to the discussion?
Yeah, everybody watching, like, be my friend on Steam.
Do it.
I need someone to play Borderlands 2 with. I'm almost done. I'm
Nice.
Buddha, BUDDUHH, or Art Nerd Ninja, whatever. And if you want to be like real friends and you have a 3DS, you just you just do that. You know? we'll get in touch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Miss Shazana, you do something on a YouTube channel, don't you? Don't you have something you do?
Yeah. Yeah, I have a YouTube channel. Like I said in the beginning of the podcast, I don't know like who's tuning in just now or earlier or anything, but it should be right on the screen, but my YouTube name is Miss Shazone. There might be a link down in the description, I don't know, but either way you can just search me.
Just click on her face. Just
click on my
click her face.
Just not too hard, okay? But yeah, I just play a lot of indie games, so, and yeah, that's it.
And yeah, we're going to be doing some gaming pretty soon. Once the PS4 drops, I'm better be seeing all of you, even you, Miss Shazane. You better be getting.
I'm working on that. Yeah.
We'll eventually add each other on Steam because that's a thing I do now. You guys at home, if you want to add me on Steam, my screen name is PSN_JAE_BLAZEO6. I didn't understand making my account that if I linked my PSN to the account, it would put PSN in front of my fucking name. So I apologize.
Yo, PS, bro, I couldn't find you.
Really?
Really?
I'm doing this wrong, then.
I'm searching you right now.
I guess I'll throw my Steam name out there too. It's the Shazone part of my name, so just take out the miss and then SHAYZOENAY.
Yeah.
I'll add you as a friend.
Yeah.
Yes. I added you. I found you.
Yeah, no, I saw that. I'm gonna accept it as soon as this ends. I just didn't want to screw up anything.
I'm on Steam, and I'm not even on that. It's alright, I can wait for my PS4 too.
Yeah, PS4, you'll see his name under there, Soil aka Soul. You can add him, I guess, if he wants to add you. As always, guys, I'll catch you all later. This has been a great episode of the Black Oni Podcast. Number 12! Woo! Woo! Yeah, we're getting up there, man. We got some fans, man. I had one person ask me the other day. He was like, "Man, what happened to?" Yeah, right. It was like, "What happened to your podcast?" Well, I thought you had another one scheduled to go up. I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. We had to cancel it for this one thing. But we'll have another one up. Don't worry, we'll have it up." So, everyone at home, thank you all for watching. It's been an honor to be able to provide you all with entertainment and gaming news and commentary and introducing you all to these wonderful people I have as part of the team. As always, we'll catch you guys later. Game on. J Blaze out.
Just do it.